Well, good morning or afternoon, rather. My focus is on the morning right now because that's when this video was taken. This is now the video kind of moves a little bit. He rotates it in this view as it repeats, but he's focused in on these power lines here. They're galloping or bouncing power lines that happen down along Highway 13 west of the Morton area in southern parts of North Dakota, southeastern North Dakota. Justin took this video. I'm going to step over to the weather wall so we can take a larger view of it. You can see those power lines moving. That's a result of ice that came down on those lines, accumulated there. We saw the wind start to pick up. That pushes on that ice and that uneven weight and causes them to gallop, and often causes the power outages that we see when we get icing events and heavy snow events. So something to warn you about that. We've seen that this morning, and we may have a little more of that happen in the southern part of the viewing area as we get that snow adding up. So thanks again for sharing that video with us. You could see that on our gallery or upload your own videos and photos to our VNL weather app. But right now, this is our view down toward the Dakota Magic Casino in the Hankinson area, down in that same region where we saw that video. And we've got lowered visibility somewhat. It's not terrible, which is good. Overcast skies. Meanwhile, in the Northern Valley, we've got sunshine, so very different story for you. And a little bit of shaking on the camera here as we're looking toward I-29 and the overpass there. And this is the focus for where I'm expecting to see the heavier snowfall with this event. So radar satellite showing those clear skies up to the north, more clouds to the south, and now just starting to see a few areas of snow, these little fingers of snow starting to show up around Sisseton, pushing into Traverse County as well. And then we'll expand the view here a little bit more. The much larger shield of snow has been going through South Dakota, and we've been seeing these pockets developing of more convectively driven snow. And you can see that we've got some lightning here over just south and west of Watertown, and this is lifting northward. So we could have that here in the valley as we're watching that snow move in. Center of that low moving to the north and east, and this is a powerful system. I'm going to expand the view a little bit more. On the warm side of it, we have a potential severe weather outbreak starting up. You can see these areas where we've got those red boxes. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings, and I've added the layer here for that Storm Prediction Center outlook in pink here around the Quad Cities and then down toward Memphis. That's a rare high risk being issued for the threat for tornadoes up and down the Mississippi River Valley there and back over into the Ohio. So they've got a tough day ahead of them today as we're dealing with the cold side of this system. So we got some wind. We're looking at that wind picking up. It's gusting into the 20s, 30s, and now 40 in Oaks. That wind's coming in out of the north or east or somewhere in between, and that will continue to increase and be powerful through the rest of the day today. So potential for blowing snow up in the Northern Valley, and then in the Southern Valley, falling snow getting blown around will be our issue. Now here's a look at our temperatures. Very warm to the east. A lot of us into the 30s and above freezing. Fargo's at 34. We are at 37 in Bemidji. And then up to the north and west, much colder. We're into the teens to some 20s there. And as we go through the day today, we're going to see that warmer air potentially change over some of this snow to a little bit of mixed precipitation initially. But eventually, this is 3 p.m., eventually that heavy band really sets up shop over right along that North Dakota, South Dakota line and west central Minnesota. And so that's where I'm expecting that 6 foot plus, half-foot plus inch snowfall here down in that area. So Wahpeton, the Sisseton area, back over toward Fergus Falls. From there on, it's more uncertain about what we will see and if we will see precipitation. And Fargo's right on the edge of that. Now heading into the evening hours, we see that snow continue, but eventually it starts pulling away, and that will start to clear out tonight. While that snow is falling, the wind will be gusting 40 plus. And so that combination could lead to blizzard conditions. We do have that blizzard warning in effect for some of our counties down in the very far south of our viewing area. But tonight we'll watch that move on. The winds will ease up, and we'll start off our day tomorrow on a much quieter but colder note here to kick off your Saturday morning. So again, focus for the heaviest snow in the very far south and really dropping off from there the farther north you go. And Fargo may be the cutoff line for that. So looking at your 7-day planner, weekend looks quieter, warm on Sunday, and then next week we brace for the next round. Tuesday, Wednesday could be a very powerful system. We may take a direct hit from this one, and that bears watching. So keep that in the back of your mind as you're enjoying your weekend.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much for keeping us updated, Lisa.